Hello, I'm Joyce Woodworth. Welcome to the Spirit of Winona. Today I'm standing on what used to be Phil Fighton's dairy farm, and it's currently the golf course at the Winona Country Club. Today we're going to find out a little bit about the history of the club. We're going to meet some of the members of the club, and we're also going to find out how the club is going to be contributing to charitable organizations throughout Winona. At the turn of the century, Winona had one of the first organized golf clubs in Minnesota. Called the Meadowbrook, it was located approximately where St. Mike's Field on Cotter's campus is today. In 1918, 150 members of the Meadowbrook voted to purchase 140 acres on the east part of town from Phil Fighton for a new golf course. Ben Knight, the first club golf pro, laid out the course, and in 1920, the Winona Country Club opened. The love of the club and the course is evident in the words of its members. I'm standing here with Jack Taylor, who's been a longtime member of the course, and I know this man really loves the course. Jack, you play a few times a week, don't you?
Yeah, I try to play 4 or 5 times a week, And of course, that's one thing nice about being retired. You can come out whenever you want to, and you have plenty of time, and that's one of the big advantages about being out here at the course, is that I know when nobody's around, and a lot of times I come out and play by myself, play a couple balls. I think one of my biggest joys is, like when I play in the evening, maybe 5 o'clock, and then I'm on the back 9.
Mm-hmm.
You're way around, away from the houses and everything, and it's just peace and quiet. And you get back there like on your teeing off on 12, and you see Sugarloaf in the background and the trees, and it's just peaceful and quiet.
This course is very special for both of you because, John, you're the club champion, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, well, tell me what it's been like playing golf here.
It's wonderful. We have the best layout in the world.
Is that right?
Yes.
How about you, Helen? You brought your family up here, didn't you?
Yeah, I've played out here for many, many years, and the boys have lived out here. I'll put it that way.
What do you enjoy the most about the club?
I like to golf. I
Uh-huh.
like to play golf, and I like the camaraderie that goes on with. I've always been active out here.
I know you're a good golfer, too.
Well, not that good.
Always shoots 49 or 51.
Is that right? That's great. How about you, John? What do you shoot?
I usually shoot 81 or 67.
67?
Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent.
Just happens once in a blue moon.
Really? What do you have to get to become the champion out here? What score?
I would say you have to shoot 75 or better.
Oh, that's excellent. Is this golf course compared to other golf courses that you've played?
No, very seriously, it is. It's a wonderful layout, and it is. I've never gotten tired of playing this course. Mm-hmm. And anybody who plays here just, it's the best layout they've ever played. Mm-hmm. It really is a special place.
I'm sitting here with 3 of the longest-term members at the Winona Country Club. I have Peg Carroll on my right, and Dottie Hubbard, and Mary Edstrom.
Hi.
Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Can you tell me about some of your experiences here at the country club? Something that was very special that might have happened to your family or you here?
Well, I'll start.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we joined the club in 1947, and at that time, the club and all of the social events happened. It was kind of the golden era. We'd come out and everybody would be formals. It'd be about once a month. And about 1976, Wally Friend was president, and he decided we needed an active social committee. And so we had to get the whole thing going again. And we would get, with May Shortridge and myself, we'd try to get 150 to 200 once a month. And we'd have shows, we'd have water ballets, we'd have dancing on the roof, we'd have dancers, we'd have Mary Lou Cloggy and Nancy Underdahl and Dorothy Kropp. We'd just do it all, up on stage in black light. And Pat Heisey would come out, and she was a rider, and she had her boots and her jodhpurs, and it made everybody just sick. She looked so good. And then Betty Kellner was Cleopatra. And Sloggy, Mr. Sloggy, what was his first name? Len was Anthony. And he pushed her in on one of those big, those are the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end.
Seems sort of unimportant, but back in that era, and yet it doesn't seem that long ago, but we would take the birthday ball decorations that were well stored here at the clubhouse, and put them up for these parties that Mary said were once a month. And they were really gala parties, they were kids.
What year did you join, Peg?
You term everything when a child is going to be born. I was expecting Jay, and he's 38, so he'll soon be 39, so it was 39 years ago. I remember Adam looked so dapper in this particular night, and he had black and white patent leather shoes, and they were so sharp, and he got up to the bandstand. He was called up. Do you recall that event? And they said that he can play the trumpet backwards. And remember, he came up the stage and turned around. I guess I remember about, that was certainly...
Well, we just got rid of the patent leather shoes. I mean, we got to take them away from them, you know.
But, if there was anyone synonymous with golf at this club, and that was Al Edstrom.
Yeah.
He was always there. And talk about happy moments. He was so happy out here
You're
golf.
right.
Yes, he was.
He was like the greeter. Besides Pat, he was here.
He
loved it.
He breathed it. Huh?
Yes.
The children were out here, and the youth golf program was wonderful. It started my children playing golf. It got them interested in it, and it was an excellent program, and it is still alive and well.
My son, oldest son, just came back. He hadn't been here in 8 years in the summer time. He'd always just come in the winter and various times, he and his wife, but they just were here. He was so happy to be on this course. He had forgotten how beautiful it is.
It is beautiful.
Outstanding anywhere.
Yes.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Better than any course, he said. He was in Florida, and he says better than any course that he's ever played on there.
It is
So
true.
it was,
Well, it sounds like you've all had some wonderful, gracious times out here. It served you well, didn't it?
It has.
This year, the Winona Country Club is reaching out to the community by sponsoring a golf tournament and raising money to contribute to a charitable organization in Winona. Volunteer Services is the recipient of this year's event. I'd like to introduce John Brow, who is the director of Winona Volunteer Services.
Hi.
Hi, John. Could you tell me something about Winona Volunteer Services? Tell me about what kind of services it provides for Winona.
Well, Winona Volunteer Services is the agency in this community to which people who are in immediate need are referred, okay? So we provide folks with emergency food baskets, we provide folks with free clothing, and we provide folks with short-term shelter. We also coordinate the delivery of home-delivered meals in the communities of Winona and Goodview. We operate this used clothing store. And we are also the unofficial holiday bureau for the Winona area and Winona County, really. So we have projects at Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. So we're doing a number of different things.
Tell me how the food shelf works.
Well, this is our sustaining food shelf. We have about 600 households who are eligible to come here once a month and select their own food items. In order to participate, you must be a resident of Winona County, and you must be living at or below 125% of the poverty level. And we verify both of those items. And again, folks then come here, and depending upon the size of their household, they can select a certain number of food items. So it allows the client's choice.
This year, Winona Country Club is helping you out in some way. Can you tell us about that?
Well, they're sponsoring a golf tournament. I'm not a golf person, okay, so I don't really, but I know that they're seeking donations of people who will sponsor various holes, and then they're also soliciting donations for prizes and things like that. So, and then there's a cost to those who are going to participate, but the combination of those funding sources will result in a sizable, at least in our frame of reference, a sizable donation to Winona Volunteer Services.
I'm standing here with Tony Kachiver, who's one of the board members at the Winona Country Club. Hi, Tony.
Hi, how are you doing, Joyce?
Good. How's your tournament going?
Wonderful, wonderful. In spite of the weather, we've got some very courageous people out here that have come out to support this great cause. It was the decision of the board to select one of the local service agencies for this year, and hopefully next year we'll select another agency. But this year it was decided that Winona Volunteer Services would be the agency. and we're very excited about it. Our members have really come to the plate. They've done a great job. The sponsorship has been wonderful, and actually we'll be able to give them beyond what we had projected. So it's going to be
wonderful.
Wonderful. Yes,
I know they can really use it.
they certainly can.
This is a really wonderful opportunity for us, so we're really appreciative of the folks at the country club choosing us as the first, I believe we're the first organization or agency to be chosen for this fundraiser.
Mm-hmm. This is Jack Waltz, who's contributing a car for a hole-in-one. Have you given it away yet today, Jack?
No, we haven't, but actually I saw, in fact, I think it was Shelley Leaf on the second hole, came really, really close. So that would make my day if we could give it away.
Great. And are you sponsoring one of the holes?
Well, instead we did the hole-in-one prize, so there's actually 4 hole-in-one prizes that are out there. The car is on number 2, and then there's various gifts on the other 3 par 3s, so that was our way of contributing. Okay,
great. And how do you feel about contributing to Winona Volunteer Services?
Well, I think it's a first for the country club, and it's such a good step because I think the attitude of a lot of people is that it's a very closed organization and very selfish, and that's not so.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of people that are very, very involved in the community, and this is a way of expressing it, and I think it'll get better from here.
All right. How's the tournament going today?
Today, we're having so much fun. We really are. It's a great tournament, and I don't know why, but there's a lot of laughs, and everybody's trying real hard.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And isn't it great that it's a fundraiser for the Winona Volunteer Services?
I think it's a great.
And very appreciated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very much appreciated. They're doing a wonderful job.
Good.
Winona Volunteer Services.
Well, we have close to 30 sponsors that are whole sponsors. We have several financial contributors, and we've had just an enormous amount of people that have pitched in to help in various ways, from food service to parking cars to printing the signs.
Great. How many people do you have participating in the tournament?
Well, initially we were overbooked. We had scheduled 36 groups. We were well over 40. And with the weather, some of them decided not to play. But those, as I mentioned, the most courageous did come out. And I'm guessing we have about 35 groups today. Our goal was to raise at least $5,000, and I believe we've exceeded that.
We're able to do what we can do because of the way this community supports us, okay? And that's the important, really, message that I'd like to convey, is that we are blessed with lots of support from the county, from the United Way, from private organizations, businesses, etc. And so whatever we do because the community is willing to help us.
Once again, we see how 2 organizations have come together to serve this fine and wholesome community we live in. This has been Joyce Woodworth on the Spirit of Winona. Please join me again on my next show. Till then, enjoy the Spirit of Winona.
We need volunteers to deliver meals, okay? I don't know when this is going to be shown, but if there are folks out there who would have the availability to deliver meals in the mid-mornings, Monday through Friday, please give us a call at 452-5591.
Great.